If you see an equation in this form right here, it is called slope-intercept form. And what it is the m, whatever number is sitting where that m is the slope. And whatever number is sitting where the b is the y-intercept, which is also the initial value. Okay, so if I gave you this equation and I said, what is the slope? Well, the 2 is sitting in place of this m, and m stands for slope. I don't know why it's an m, it just is. So that means the slope is 2. And then if I said, what's the y-intercept? That's where it crosses the y-axis. It is also the initial value, so how much did it have when the x was 0? So the b is the y-intercept, or the initial value, and there is a 3 sitting in place of the b. So that means the y-intercept is 3. Okay, so what if I gave you this? Okay, this is in the correct form, y equals mx plus b. This is in slope-intercept form. The number in place of m is -1/2, so that means -1/2 is the slope. And then the number sitting in place of the b is y-intercept. The number is a 2, so the y-intercept is a 2. So the problem with this is if you get an equation that is not in this form, it does not look like this, then I'm not talking about it doesn't use x and y, it could use different variables, but it does not look like this form, then you have to get it in this form before you can see the slope. But for simplicity reasons and for this introduction, the slope is in front of the independent variable, and the y-intercept, or the initial value, is what is out here by itself. So let's do one more. Okay, so we know it has to look like this, and that m is the slope. So in place of the m, I see a -3. So that means the slope is a -3. But here's my problem, is I see nothing in place of the b. So what could I add or subtract from this equation that wouldn't change it at all? And the answer is a +0. So when you see nothing, you don't see a number at all where b should be, that means the y-intercept is 0.